In today's show, Kraken's Jesse Powell says that the Bitcoin price will exceed $100,000 this cycle and reveals a huge influx of new crypto traders. That's right, Kraken chief exec Jesse Powell thinks Bitcoin is on its way to shattering $100,000 in a new interview with Bloomberg. As you can see right here, he goes on to share, people are flocking to it as a safe haven because of that finite, predictable supply. We're not going to mine an asteroid of Bitcoin anytime soon. No one can print Bitcoin, so it's very predictable, and people are flocking to it for that reason. And as for the Bitcoin price, he goes on to share that he believes the top crypto is currently at a massive discount and on a path towards at least $100,000 over the next 2 years. I'll be breaking down these bullish price predictions for you here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, President Trump POTUS directed the Treasury Secretary to go after Bitcoin in 2018, at least according to John Bolton. I'll be giving you the inside scoop here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, two classic Bitcoin metrics flash bullish despite $9,000 Bitcoin price at risk. That's right, the Powell multiple and the Mayer multiple have reached the ideal zones for long-term investment gains from Bitcoin. I'll be giving you the full analysis here in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As we can see, the king of all cryptos as well as all the top altcoins are back in the red. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his number one pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below this video in the description and watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Tika Tiwari. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Kraken's Jesse Powell says the Bitcoin price will exceed $100,000 this cycle and reveals a huge influx of new crypto traders. Let's break it down. In a new interview with Bloomberg, Powell, who founded the San Francisco-based crypto exchange in 2011, says he believes the US dollar is heading towards inflation due to the Fed's manipulation of the market. He views Bitcoin as a hedge. He goes on to share, people are flocking to it as a safe haven because of that finite, predictable supply. We're not going to mine an asteroid of Bitcoin anytime soon. No one can print Bitcoin, so it's very predictable, and people are flocking to it for that reason. He shared this in a recent interview here with Bloomberg, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description. And now let me give you the continued highlights. The CEO says he's also seeing a huge diversity of new Bitcoin traders flooding the market. He goes on to share, in the past 3 months, we're seeing a massive influx of new accounts from all personas. So we're seeing hedge funds, we're seeing wealth managers, we're seeing retail investors, we're seeing day traders. Everyone is signing up for it. And as for the price for Bitcoin, Powell told in a recent roundtable hosted by Pantera Capital that he believes the top crypto is currently at a massive discount and on a path towards at least 6 digits of $100,000 over the next 2 years. And when asked about Bitcoin's notorious volatility and potential crypto market manipulation, Powell said it's no worse than what's happening in traditional markets. And I agree 100%. I mean, talk about massive inflation, talk about quantitative easing, printing cash out of thin air, devaluing the dollar. The only reason many countries around the world are even using the USD, currency is because they're forced to do so by the United States military, and it just is what it is. So what are your thoughts surrounding Jesse Powell's $100,000 bullish Bitcoin prediction within the next 2 years? Are you for it? or against it? Do you think it's going to happen? Drop me your thoughts in the comments right down below. And he also goes on to share, when you're talking about manipulation, if you're looking at the Fed buying junk bonds from failed United States corporations, it's a joke. The market is manipulated. They're printing millions of dollars to pump up the value of publicly traded stocks. You can't price anything in dollars anymore. The inflation is going to be out of control very soon here. Personally, I would be buying Bitcoin as a hedge against that inflation. What a great reason. You should be purchasing Bitcoin, precious metals, anything that is a hedge against the US dollar, knowing what is going on in the world right now. That's just my 2 Satoshis. All right, now for our next story of the day. President Trump directed Treasury Secretary to go after Bitcoin in 2018, according to John Bolton. And before I break this down, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin broke below that $9,400 support, which is not looking so great. It wouldn't be surprising to me if Bitcoin revisits the higher $8,000 levels from here, but we'll see. We still need to break past that critical psychological $10,000 resistance and then retest that 10,500 resistance before we can expect to climb on up back to the 11,000s onwards and upwards. Ethereum down 1% for the day, trading at $229. Chainlink, after having a nice day yesterday, down 0.3%, trading at $4.14. XRP down 1%, trading at just below 19 cents. And Miss Litecoin down about 1%, trading at $43. And now taking a look at some of the top exchanges, we can see mostly in the green. Binance up about 0.4% for the day with $4 billion in volume. Hobby Global up 1.5% with $3.3 billion in volume. OKEX up a whopping 7.4% with $2.4 billion in volume, and BitMEX down 6% for the day with only $1.4 billion in volume. All right, now let's talk about this next story of the day. President Trump reportedly directed U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin to go after Bitcoin in 2018. In a new tell-all book, former National Security Advisor John Bolton writes that he overheard Trump give Mnuchin the order in May of 2018, reports the Washington Examiner. Trump allegedly, and I'm going to say this very loosely here, allegedly, we don't know if it's true. Half of what's on the media nowadays is fake news, and if someone can make some money bashing Trump, it wouldn't surprise me. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know if this is true or fake news. Gave the directive during the discussion on trade sessions with China, telling Mnuchin to stay out of the negotiations and focus on the top cryptocurrency. He said, don't be a trade negotiator. Go after Bitcoin for fraud. The new revelations are said to be in Bolton's forthcoming book called The Room Where It Happened. The Justice Department is seeking an emergency order to stop the book from being published on the grounds that it would reveal government secrets. Trump publicly addressed Bitcoin on Twitter in July of last year, saying he's not a fan of crypto assets. According to Trump, the US dollar will remain the world's dominant currency. And that same month, Mnuchin said the Treasury Department will enforce very, very strong regulations on cryptocurrencies to ensure they're not used for illicit purposes, such as the US dollar is commonly used for. Go figure, right? And now let's take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 265 billion with 66 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current BTC dominance is 65% even. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Flexicoin flexing on ya, up almost 60% for the day, trading at 0.004. Aave up almost 20%, trading at 12.6 cents. Hyperon up almost 12%, trading just below 50 cents. Nexo up 9.5%, trading at 16.8 cents. Ren up 7%, trading at 12 cents. And Synthetics Network up 6.8%, trading at $1.20. And now taking a look at the biggest losers, Swiss Borg down 19.5%, trading at 12.6 cents. Seal down 16%, trading just below 11 cents. A BBC coin down 13%, trading at 11 cents. Verge down 8%, trading at 0.008. Electronium down 8%, trading at 0.005. And Digibyte down 7%, trading at 1.7 cent. Out of all these altcoins I shared with you, which ones are you most bullish on? I personally am a fan of Digibyte. As far as in this list and as far as in the top gainers, let's check it out. I like Stratus, but that's just me. Let me know which altcoins you're most bullish on right now. And now taking a look at the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are back in control, leading with about 34 million in superiority, with shorts leading 51.2% versus 48.8% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all cryptos? Holla at your boy. And now taking a look at one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 39 in fear. Yesterday was a 40 in fear. Last week a 38 in fear. And last month a 52, which is neutral. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now for our next story of the day. Two classic Bitcoin metrics flash bullish despite $9,000 Bitcoin price at risk. Bitcoin is again fueling suggestions that is preparing for price growth as two more indicators flash bullish. According to fresh data this week, both the Powell multiple and the Mayer multiple now pointing to long-term buying Bitcoin opportunities, as highlighted by Philip Swift, creator of Analytics Resource. Look into Bitcoin. The Powell multiple has re-entered a key green zone that traditionally picks Bitcoin's market lows. In the market's report for Cointelegraph, Swift produced a chart which showed the rare occasions that such a move has occurred. Recently, it was only during the March crash and in December of 2018. On both occasions, Bitcoin then saw considerable upside. Here's what they had to share. The halving drop in revenue has presented an opportunity to Bitcoin investors based on a key Bitcoin valuation model. He summarized, the Powell multiple takes the current daily issuance of Bitcoin and divides it by the one-year moving average issuance. As such, halving events which cut issuance by 50% are key, as you can see right here in the graph. Accompanying Powell is the Mayer multiple, another classic Bitcoin price indicator, which on June 20th was well within the zone that creator Trace Mayer found produces the best long-term investment gains. As for the multiple of the Bitcoin price over its 200-day moving average, Mayer suggests that a score of under 2.4 marks the boundary for success. And at press time, the multiple was 1.13, far below that level. Furthermore, historically, its score was higher more than 50% of the time. Mayer himself has stressed that the indicator is neither buying nor selling advice, but represents a strategic tool for long-term hodlers. Meanwhile, as Cointelegraph reported, various metrics now suggest that the future will be bullish for Bitcoin. These include fundamentals, with network difficulty this week rising the most in a single adjustment since January of 2018. So there's a lot of macro bullish indicators in the market right now. Let's not forget there's Bitcoin trust out there like Grayscale purchasing more Bitcoin than is actually being mined. So not only did we have the Bitcoin halving last month, but right now we're witnessing massive institutional demand, which is the perfect mixture for a parabolic phenomenon, which I'm expecting this year here in 2020. And I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 440 plus videos right here on the channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format so you can listen to it on your way to work, in the car, when you're working out, when you're out and about, or just doing your thing. Also, you can subscribe on YouTube. The direct link to do so is cryptonewsalerts.net. I greatly appreciate your support, and when you smash that like button, YouTube helps share love to the show within the YouTube algorithm, and I greatly appreciate all the support. Also, you can follow us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. So whichever podcasting platform you're active on, please do help support the show. It's greatly appreciated. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes, and also have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join, and I will approve you and get you plugged into the group so we can connect. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To become a part of this, simply click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you on the inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And real quick before I go, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend himself, Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below this video in the description to watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Teeka Tiwari, and I look forward to catching you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.